Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dimensions of Love. How lovely it is for you to be here and for me to receive you. I'm so excited. I love making these shell readings because they're so simple, fun, and also just it gives you a little boost into what's going to happen this weekend. What is it? What's in store? And it can be anything from what happens in your mind, what happens in your energy field, what is connecting someone else to you. So there are different dimensions of how it can play out in your weekend. And of course, if you are a returning subscriber, you're probably have notification. If you don't, hit that notification so you get notified anytime I post any videos. So then that will be for that weekend. And for all of you that just clicked here randomly, it can be just 1 year from now from this recording that you clicked, it will still be relevant to you on that weekend. So everything is timeless and it happens interdimensionally when it's supposed to. So just let it flow the way that it wants to. I'm an energy reader, and so I read energy, and I have specifically used pick a shell for a reason, because I want us to connect with the waters, with the depth, and I'm also a Cancer, so it's mostly how I can give you the best messages. And it is when we are connecting subconsciously and in water, and of course shell, because we are all in a shell that needs to be cracked open so that everything in our beauty that is within can blossom. And it is a metaphor of your true essence and your true soul, which is always inside. And the shell is just a garment that we are wearing, just like this appearance right now in a feminine female body as I am appearing right now to be. That is also a shell. It is a form of clothes. Again, it's different dimension. It's how you perceive your reality. We're all in different layers here of consciousness. So let it just be and flow the way it wants to naturally. I'm grateful for this connection. And I'm happy to give you these pick a shell readings because I feel like they're so much fun. And I want to end all piles with one advice, just an additional advice from Fortune Cookies that we also picked when we had a pick a shell or when we had a pick a reading here like 1 year ago too. I don't remember. Time flies by so fast. Anyway, now to all of you that are liking, sharing, and subscribing, thank you for making this channel grow and be more accessible to other people so that we can share this love, elevate the frequency of the earth, and just bring our signature essence so that we can have more authenticity in the future here on earth. So thank you for that. Thank you for contributing in any way possible that we can. It's beautiful. So I thank you. And now, as usual, you pick pile number 1, 2, or 3, which one you feel most comfortable with. And also you pick after the shell, so its appearance. And if you can't pick any of those, then pick a shell that you feel resistant towards, because that can also be a message. We're always in the opposite, as above, so below, just as black, just as white. So both aspects are needed and wanted, like the yin and yang, it is both. So sometimes we want to pick backwards like that. So again, feel with your intuition and always take what resonates for you or leave the rest behind. The point of these readings are that it's supposed to be fun and light, but also that I can read your energy for all of you that picked. So now let's start. Pile number 1. This is the beautiful shell you decided upon. I love this. It's so beautiful. It's so different. Pile number 1. So This shell has the number 66, and of course I always reduce it down, and it becomes 12 here in this case, and that is a spiritual number, so I love that for you guys, and pile a number 1. And if we further reduce this down, we get number 3, so it's Trinity. So just from the get-go, I love your card. What this shell is bringing, it's saying, don't judge a book by its cover. And we easily do that. So this particular shell is, it has this, when you scrap the surface of it, you get into the shell, and then this beautiful green shimmery colors will be visible. And those that work with jewelries love to have this in bracelets, and it's very, very unique. So I love this for all of you that picked shell number 1. There's some blockaging energy. I'm so sorry. There's something that is coming through here. There's a message coming through for you guys. Okay. Yeah, I did a full moon video. Thank you, Spirit. I did a full moon video. My last video, it was a full moon. And in that, I talk so many different things in my downloads. But I remember saying something about green. Something, if you see someone with green color or with green eyes, and Spirit is nudging me. If you haven't seen that video, or if you've seen that video and you clicked on this, whatever it is that is happening in your reality, this is your confirmation by you picking this green shell. I don't know, that just came through right now, right here. That was amazing. So yeah, keep an eye for those green. If you've seen, please look at that video. I don't want to say anything more if it's someone here clicking and haven't seen that video. So please check that out. Let's see. That's your shell. Okay. Yeah. This is exciting. So let's unpack your cards. We have the Strength card upright with the Hierophant also upright, Judgment in reverse, and 7 of Wands. Okay, pile number 1. Let's see here. Okay. So on this weekend, there are specific roles in education and learning that has been put down generations upon generations in your family and bloodline, that you are just, your family members, it's this feeling of they just want you to follow that. You need to follow it how it's always been. But you have, it is a formal education, but there are something with there's an openness here with you, just like your shell. Don't judge a book by its cover. There's something that is beneath you that is surfacing, that wants to be seen. It feels very hidden, just like my words. They're very, my words don't even want to, I don't even want to speak when I'm talking about your energy here in your shell. And it is because of that there's something that is emerging that's very, very beautiful. And you've come through many challenges. And for this particular weekend, especially with the Strength card here, it's saying that you have had ego, and I feel like there's a lot of family member energies involved, which is very restricting to you. And it is speaking of this ego energy that really isn't yours in your energy field for this weekend. That's what I'm picking up. It's more of different family members that have difficulty holding that spiritual essence that you actually have naturally within you. So don't let any fear holding you back, because I feel like something on this weekend, you're going to do something on this weekend, and where fear and ego energy will challenge you. But you are asked to not be just like, you see this card, there's a maze inside of there, and I'm being drawn to this maze with your cards. It's kind of saying like, your ancestor has always been stuck in this maze. They've been doing things in a certain way that has worked, but it doesn't work for you because you have this green shimmery shell. You have something that will be uncovered that needs to be seen. And that's the energy that I'm picking up for you guys. This trinity, you're connecting with number 3. You have a deeper understanding. And just when you are in this energy, like, don't be defensive, because I feel like these energies are kind of coming towards you, and the spirit is asking you not to get aggressive or defensive when this happens. That yes, you're correct. These energies are targeting you in a certain way, in a dimension, but in another dimension, it is because you are this. They don't even see it yet, but you already feel it. You already know that you're just like this shell, that there's something shimmering, there's something very, very original underneath, but you haven't seen it, and they have definitely not seen it in that way. But you can feel it. I feel like your intuition is very strong, so you can feel it. So that is what happens on this weekend for you guys. It's a very, very different message coming in here for you. But again, don't get defensive on this weekend. That's the most important thing. And the signs that I'm getting here, I have Taurus, I have Leo coming in strong. I have Sagittarius also here very strongly. And again, just trust the process, and just trust that it's a union in higher dimension that is happening for you. That wants to come through here for you, pile number 1s. But the message is there's a lot of things happening in your energy. It's not, I can't point things directly, not even with my words. I feel like there's just, even there, maybe silence will be the greatest for you to do on this weekend. That will give you the best clarity here. But you have a lot of spiritual, or no, I feel this energy wants to silence you. Yes, that's what I'm picking up. Thank you, Spirit. This energy wants you to be silenced and not speak of these esoteric, just inner new knowledge that you have embarked upon. And Spirit is asking you to share that, because you can share it in a different audience. Just like I'm sharing this in these audience, that people that are clicked on this video that are interesting, you don't have to go out and share it with your family that you know will not even hear it or understand it. You can share it with people that actually understands it and are interested in hearing it. So that's your message, because I keep feeling these blockages, but at the same time something that wants to emerge, just like your shell. So that is what is going to emerge here for you guys. Let's see if I wrote down anything else for you. Yeah, because you're with the number 12, you have 1, you have beginning and independence. So you're really independent in your energy of understanding yourself. And number 2 is balance. And it's working with others, but also working with yourself. What are your wants and needs in all of this? So that is what you're working on this weekend. And together 1 plus 2 equals 3, which is your trinity. So I feel like you've grown to have a deeper understanding, pile number 1s. So let's see, additional message for pile number 1. Look at this, there's a message coming out. So let's just pick this one. Okay, everything goes just fine. Success. You guys, that is an amazing, and it just popped out. So that was just from Spirit directly for you guys. So pile number 1, success. Don't worry. So whatever happens this weekend, it's going to be successful. I hope that this message helps you navigate your weekend, and as always, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye, everyone. Hello, pile number 2. 2. I'm not going to do like that. That's 4. 2. So welcome in, and let's begin. This is the beautiful shell that you chose. and it is being decisive. It is beautiful. It looks like an angel wing. It's so beautiful, this shell. Your shell is talking about but it's, first, let's get into the shell. It is about decision, but what your shell is, it's strong enough to drill literally through stone. That is what this shell does to protect itself. It can actually drill through a stone. I mean, just the strength of the shell is unbelievable. So it's a powerful shell that endures. So you all, pile number 2, you have endured so many difficult obstacles, and you are so strong. All of you that pick pile number 2, I admire you. And you have so many abilities here. So let's see your ability. Let's unpack your cards. Your first card is the Hermit upright. Second card, the Highest Priestess in reverse. Third card, 5 of Cups reverse with the Knight of Swords. Okay, let's see this energy, pile number 2. What is happening? With the Hermit, you're hermiting, so you are in your own cocoon. You are growing into understanding. Many of you are going through a spiritual awakening, but you're following your soul. These inner teachings, because you are your own guru, you have everything that you need, pile number 2, within you. And you're learning that. You have the singleness of the mind. So you're learning different truths about yourself this weekend. You are unveiling many truths about yourself that you didn't even know. You didn't even know you had these qualities, and they are emerging for this weekend, pile number 2. So this is beautiful. So you are within yourself, and as you can see, the light is shining around her. So your light is guiding you and showing you the way this weekend. And you've been asked to stand committed with the Highest Priestess. It's all about having this knowledge and sharing this knowledge and being committed to something that is out of value, that is from within and connection to the divine, because you're connecting with your dark side. I feel like many of you, pile number 2, watch out for a crow or sounds from a crow, because that will be significant for you this weekend. You have connections to crows, and this is because your Highest Priestess is your dark side, and you've learned how to integrate that side. You have learned that from darkness, you gather and you step into the light with that understanding that both aspects are needed. And I feel like all of you guys in pile number 2, you understand this. You understand this very firmly. And your number is also number 1. So you're really starting something new beginning. This learning about yourself is very deep, and it goes very deep. And you might even go your own way here, that you are deviating from a group setting, from you're going from the collective mind into a singleness of mind. You're very, very, very in your own thoughts and in your own mind. Like, you have no other interference, which is great this weekend because you need this. 5 of Cups in reverse is talking about that when we go our own path, we might sacrifice a few things. I mean, some of you, I even feel like, are you going to study? Are you have you studied or something? Because there's something with study that comes through. Maybe you're thinking about studying or something. But with the 5 of Cups, it's like, sometimes we have to sacrifice. Maybe we sacrifice our time. Maybe we sacrifice a few people that we used to enjoy hanging with, but they're not really good company because we don't get anything done when they're around. Like, it feels the energy of that you are on this weekend. You've learned to that you've lost many things, or maybe you invested in a person a lot and it feels like a loss. And that's okay, because there's always there always are more cups, you know, than all of them are not spilled. And I mean, if there were 5 cups and it was like water, soda, and all of that, you picked the cup that had tea in it, that had something with nutritional value. So it could be cups filled with things that you don't want to have, you know? So yeah, maybe some cups are spilled, but on this weekend, you are keeping that cup that is actually nourishing for you. You need that. So just after that loss, continue. And you know, have the courage, because I feel like with the Knight of Swords here is your your mind might challenge you on this weekend, but also others might challenge you on this weekend. And you are a strong fighter. When you fight, you have the courage. And the only thing that you're being reminded of on this weekend, that if you're going to fight, make sure that you're fighting for justice, because that is the only time spirit will back you up and you will have support. If you're just fighting for just for the heck of it, just because, then you are in your, you know, darker drive energy. And I feel like all of you, pile number 2, you have understood this very clearly. So you don't dip into your darkness too deep, because you know that it has to stay balanced. So you have a fast mind on this weekend. You're fast. It just swifts. Your mind is very fast. No one can follow that. And I have the signs of Virgo, I have Cancer, and I have Gemini. So it is a lot of, especially Gemini has a lot of friends that can attract. And to be singleness of mind in the energy of Gemini is very difficult in itself. So again, if there is going to be a fight, then make sure that it is injustice. And again, it is individuality, which are number 1. It is independence, but it's also leadership. All of you at pile number 2, you possess leadership. You have that naturally. You're finally with the Hermit on this weekend. You are self-reliance. That's like hashtag self-reliance for you guys in pile number 2, because that is what it's all about for you guys in pile number 2. I hope that that message helped you, and I want to pick an extra additional message. Oh, look at that. It just flew out just like from our pile number 1. So let's see. And it says, maybe you'll win. It's like, maybe you'll win. Like there's a win here for you. So it looks good for your pile number 2. I like that. Maybe it's because of the justice, but it's wonderful. I hope that that message helped you, pile number 2, and have a great weekend. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3. This is the shell you picked. And this shell is referring to, it's very unique to begin with. It's like an octopus. It holds the same ink as an octopus would hold, maybe a connection with octopuses. But this ink is referring to a writer. So you are naturally a writer within yourself. But specifically what is coming through with this shell is that you need to journal. So on this weekend, it is, because I feel the energy of, you're very dynamic. There's a lot of things happening, and there's no way that you will remember what you felt, what happened, unless you write it down. And that's how you reconnect to your writings, by reading it backwards to yourself and being like, oh, that's what happened. And you can connect your dots like that. That is the best way. And Spirit wants to remind you that you really need to journal. That is what makes your soul smile. Let's unpack your cards and see what we have. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands upright, and the Hangman. Okay, let's unpack your energy here. All of you that picked pile number 3, you have a message here. There's very strongly something coming in, a message. I don't know what it is about study. maybe you have studied and it is your finals that are coming back with your results, and it was delayed and you are receiving it now. For some of you, it is a message of maybe for some of you, you're waiting to enter to different schools and you're waiting for them to accept you. And so that message comes in. I definitely feel it's a positive message, and it has to do something with school, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. It is definitely, and with the Eight of Wands upright, this is definitely just screaming a message for you. So you're definitely going to get some sort of message on this weekend. For some of you, maybe you're resting from the study, so you can finally let it go, and you are finally resting. So you finally, last month was maybe too hectic, and on this weekend, there's this energy of finally dropping into that. You are having your vacation moment. You are having that break from your studies, if you've studied a lot. So it's a relaxing message from an intensity, what I'm picking up here. Also, for some of you, I don't know, it's an expression of love. Maybe someone will express their love, but it has to be combined with action. So energetically, someone might feel the expression of love, but not take the step of actually actualizing it and saying it to you, if that makes sense. So take it how it resonates. The message might come through on this weekend all the way, but if you feel like you're going to get something and like you got it, but it's not physically there, it's because you're very dimensionally and you're very connected, that you will feel that that message is coming through, even if physically it's not there. But you have to be careful here because you have the Seven of Cups. And Seven of Cups is all about imagination. But what I feel mostly for you guys here in pile number 3 is that you really have a different way of thinking, and you have your imagination. You see things different from how others see it. Others don't see things the way that you see it. That's the energy that I'm picking up here, that because you see it different, you have just this different view of seeing things, and just you have to be careful there when you see it like that. Because again, with the Hangman, I feel like there's something that comes to the light, something that you have an understanding on this weekend when you're having your break. There's a breakthrough that comes in. When you're having your break, a breakthrough comes in. That's what's coming through right now. That was kind of funny. But the old needs to be released, okay? And in this revelation, you understand that certain things needs to be released in order for you to grow and have a deeper understanding. Because I feel the energy here of freedom and change. That is with your number. Your number is 5, and 5 is all about freedom and change. Most importantly, the signs that I'm getting here is also Taurus, but very, very strong Pisces. So careful here. I feel like it's very positive. It's very fast. You're going to, this weekend, you have fast energy. The energy goes very, very fast, okay? Something happens very fast and it's positive. And sometimes we also have to take action, but again, be careful because it's very dreamy. It becomes very loose, and it could be like a daydream. So be careful of that. And because your reality is different from others, and you have a very dynamic energy on this weekend, that just have that caution and understand that others don't see things the way that you do. And just to be soft in that, have that soft approach will be great on this weekend. But again, you need to write things down because you're so dynamic, because you have such a different approach. No one can remind you that because they all are the same kind of. So they can remind each other. But for you, you have to write it down and then look at it again to remind yourself, kind of, because again, it's very dynamic energy. And there's definitely a message coming through. So see what message it is going to be. Is it going to be a love message, or is it the study related? I feel it's a very, I feel like all of you, pile number 3, you are different layers of consciousness and dimensions. So some of you are getting this type of message, others of you are study message, others of you are getting esoteric message. So it's a download. So I'm like feeling many different layers of consciousness for you guys in pile number 3. So you really need to use your discernment here. And your cards are not helping you out here with the imagination part. So just try to be calm and see it all as clear as possible, okay? Let's see, pile number 3, what is their additional message? It says, a friendly conversation can move barriers. It's worth the trial. A friendly conversation. You see, there's, again, referring back to messages. This is a message here. A friendly conversation can remove barriers. It's worth the trial. So that's your message, my pile number 3s. I hope that it helps you to navigate through your weekend and it gives you additional clarity of what is available for you to know right now. And as always, thank you all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing and returning here. And these messages are always in the name of love to help and elevate the frequency of the world and bring relief and love. So thank you for being here. Thank you for making this channel grow. And as always, have a wonderful day. And I'm sending love your way, everyone. Bye.